And here it's quite a bit snowy, of course. And we have this texture that's behind the doors. Not really able to see. That's pretty cheap, but oh well. And guys, where are you? Somewhere there, I believe. Hi.
Sky, guard you.
So there is a thing. I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
The rest of Blades.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds.
So you don't like each other.
Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Well, the Blades just want to defeat Alduin for the moment.
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning.
Well, then we can at least postpone it farther.
The world was meant to end. So be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
So we have another voice. Another opinion, maybe a different one. Actually...
Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
And that's a good thing.
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
Well, I guess it wasn't created by dragons, right?
But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Okay, so how do I get there?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Well, thanks. That will be definitely helpful.
Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax.
Okay.
High above, voice within.
Do I have anything interesting around? No, that's just some cheap crap. I guess I could take some food, but I don't really need it. So yeah, if you're not coming, then I will just quickly go in the right direction. Are you coming? Yeah, just very, very slowly. Oh, so that's door. Yeah, I haven't noticed it before. Oh, I guess at some point I noticed it, just forgot about it.
Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax. Sky above, voice within.
So that's just a test area or challenge area, and I bet those are the gates we seek for.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Okay. Show me.
Look. Core.
So, yeah, this one and that one.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Yeah, I will. Maybe quite a lot actually, since the weather is not very good. A lot of the time, let's be honest. It's quite snowy around here.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Yeah, I'll try, thank you. I guess we're not going back in time, but we could at least try to reach that Paarthurnax guy, their leader of the Greybeards, but before we'll do that, or try to do that anyway, I want to save. Now I want to equip this shout. Clear skies, right? What kind of stuff do I have here? And yeah, just an area, of course. It's not all of the path. I believe it will be quite long. Maybe not as long as path here to here, but yeah, still. At least it's been recharged quite quickly. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Hi. Are there any trolls around? I wonder. Yeah, this guy is my kinda guide, right? And probably daggers are more right idea. At least he doesn't have, or it doesn't have a lot of space to maneuver, so it kinda helps to defeat him. Farther and farther. Ooh. Hey. Yeah, I see you. And yeah, the reach is not very good for daggers, obviously. That's understandable. And you go down maybe a little bit, and I go down a little bit as well. So let's actually get hidden of sorts. Yeah, and I have to be concerned about weather, of course. That's effect only temporary. Yeah, he's turning around quite a lot. That's why I don't like the spirits. It's quite hard to target them. Okay. Now let's get back to that. Oh yeah, it hasn't recharged yet. Oh, but now I can try it again, and again, and again. So a few of those ice spirits so far, but maybe that's not all of that. Poor goat. I feel like it will be killed at some point. Oh, light armor bonus, or actual level up and one-handed. It would suck to die now, so I cooked some food, so I may as well use it. Like a steak. Yeah, just a few steaks. They're pretty cheap and actually primitive. And that will save me a bit of weight. It can be maybe enough. Is it all? Yes, it is. Now I need healing again. Yup, and that and that. Oh, I have to wait a little bit. Here's bad weather right around the corner. Yep, for a little bit. Not exactly much. Yeah, it's starting to hurt. It's mostly effective, most effective. Oh, yeah, while you're aiming at actual passageway, not just in some random rock. But I can't always do that, so I do what I can. Yeah. That's it? That's a long path, actually. Quite long. Ooh. What's that? Poor goat finally met his, yeah, fate. Let's say that. Leg of goat? No, thank you. It was my body, in a way, for a short period of time, but still. Yay! Throat of the world. Now let's hide the bow. I believe we don't need it, and this dragon is a quest marker, so he's supposed to be friendly. Yep.
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax.
Hi, I'm Dragonborn.
Who are you?
But you probably already know it.
What brings you to my Strulmach, my mountain?
I think you already know who I am.
Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech.
Yeah, but it's kinda lonely. I mean, you do have, like, 3 of those guys, but they're just the same people, and they don't really care about the world or what's happening in it at all. So, yeah. Not a lot of topics for conversation.
Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
Well, I need to learn the Dragon shout, and the thing is that it's harmful for dragons, so asking you to teach me it's kinda a little bit offensive, but that's what I have to do.
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of 2 of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Oh,
Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak?
okay. Thanks for the word of fire.
Dovahkiin, you'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Yeah, thanks. Probably will be really useful. At least somewhat useful.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova.
Yeah, I guess your skills are quite strong, so I can actually use that shout without harming you.
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
In a way. I mean, I'm not a dragon, but sorta.
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
So, Dragon Rant.
I have expected you, Proda.
Yeah, that was expected, to be honest.
You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
The Greybeards didn't want me, actually, to come at all. But you had other opinions.
They are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I needed to stop Alduin, and yeah, actually, I like this world. I don't want it to end, kinda. I live in it after all.
As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass.
Yeah, the greybeards in particular.
Perhaps this
Actually,
world is simply the egg of the next
they think
Kalpa,
exactly that.
Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born?
Well, the next world will have to take care of itself. I mean, it's not here yet, so it will have its time in time. But I think this time it's just not here yet.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world.
Maybe, who knows.
Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los Trahoris.
And if you can't, no one can.
Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world?
Well, dragons like mountains, but why do they like mountains? Maybe because you can see what's around here, and this particular mountain is pretty high one, so you can hide here as well, kinda, from other dragons. Maybe you don't like that much since you are not with the Alduin party, right? You don't support him at the moment.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Vaucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknusni Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Yeah, so they basically pushed him forwards in time. Nice. So, yeah, they kinda saved their folks for that time, but he actually just they made their problem our problem. So, thanks guys, you're all dead, so I can't really do anything about your stupid asses, but oh well, maybe we will be more fortunate.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better.
A false hope indeed.
Oh, Amativ, time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
So, yeah, the Elder Scroll was that, and where do I find it?
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation.
So that probably means that it still exists,
Kele,
because you can't really
Elder
destroy it from here.
Scrolls, as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suryek.
So there is a whole bunch of those scrolls.
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin.
Yeah, they pushed it, so breakthrough, broken through.
That
The
Elder
time.
Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound. With the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Wow, nice plan, but where can I find another scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
And I am not informed whatsoever, so that's nice.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
So what do I do with it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation.
So that's how it's supposed to work.
Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot-Hun, the Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Okay.
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
Well, I hope you're not aboard.
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master.
Alright, so I have the choice.
Faim and Yol.
Fuse, that's like push. Yol is fire. I mean, my fire is not particularly strong.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Wow, okay.
Dremyolok, greetings.
No, thank you. I think it's alright. I believe we can switch this bonus effect to other word, actually, if we will need it. But for now, it's fine. I can get back to High Hronger.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout?
No, but he told me how to find out.
So be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
So I need to get to Winterhold. Alright, I can do that, but not in this run. Yeah, I believe we talked.
Sky, guard you.
So, it is appropriate time to finish the stream. And the view actually pretty good one.